The problem with the UK tech scene is that it doesn't have balls, right? It doesn't have the balls that Americans have, where they will put money down on God knows what and be like, this is going to change the world, right?
Right. Is that called risk appetite? What is that?
Yeah, it's risk appetite.
Big balls.
Big balls,
But it's
right.
a
We've heard that
it's
before, though.
cultural.
Like, we've definitely heard that before.
So, and what's your point about that?
Well, that's the reason why everybody thinks that they need to go to the U.S.
Okay. Because that's where the balls are, or that's where the market is?
Well, that's where the capital is,
Right.
with the balls. That's where the balls are.
Follow the balls.
I didn't know that's what people were thinking when they're saying that. Is that the implicit thing there? I always thought people were thinking that's where the market was, and if you don't own that market, someone else will, and then they'll come over to the UK and swallow you up.
Look, every single place has a huge market. You think the U.S. is the only one that's making money? There are going to be more billionaires in Europe than in the U.S. in the next. There was a thing, I didn't forget who, but by 2025 there are more billionaires in Europe than in the U.S. There's a market for, if there's a market for Spanx that's multi-billion, the pull-up women's underwear, there is a market for everything. And people often look at markets in the wrong way. If you were to ask somebody, what's the market of portable music when the Walkman was around, they'd be like, oh, that's about 200 million a year, steady earner. And then comes the iPod, right? And, what's the search market? What's the size of the search market pre-Google? It's about 100 million, right? It's just ridiculous thinking of markets. Think of problems. Think of how many people does this problem affect? And is it the entry point of that problem? Right? And that to me is the real way to look at a market, not to look at it in the market cap of current bad providers of a service.
How can anybody sign up, publish an event, and start selling tickets in a matter of minutes? We love the notion of people gathering. We really thought about low friction. We want to be that cable TV of live experiences. We basically broke all the startup rules. It's fairly insane to go into a business venture with your fiance. My advice, to any 20-year-old or fledgling entrepreneur is to not listen to their parents. Do something really incredible.